Hi, my name is Jessica.
And I'm Denise.
And we're
Homies in Retrograde.
Okay, everybody.
Hi, welcome to our podcast.
Our season 3.
Is it technically a season 3?
I don't know. We just decide whenever we don't see each other for a long time. It's a new season.
New season of life.
Yes.
New season of this. Well, this is Homies in Retrograde, and this is my beautiful, beautiful host.
Thank you.
With the most, Jessica.
We're back in our origins, where we feel most comfortable, the library.
I love the library.
Do you?
I do.
I haven't been here in a while.
I'm a huge library slut.
Well, our library district was like one of the best library districts in the country, so I just get everything offline.
It really is?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, I just get everything because they have like an app where you can just rent books online, ebooks, so that's my business.
I'm not going to lie, I've been paying for Audible.
Really?
Just thought I'd give it a try. Audible, if you want to sponsor us.
Denise would love that.
I would. But anyway, how have you been?
I'm pretty good. We haven't seen each other. Well, that's a lie. I was going to say we haven't seen each other since November, but we saw each other last weekend.
Yeah, but before that,
we hadn't seen each other.
It had been a while.
Since November. Where did you go? This is the reason we didn't see each other, because I was in Texas, as usual. And
I was in Mexico, the motherland. I was there for like 2 weeks, and then I came back and you were gone. So
yes.
So how were your holidays?
Mine were good. My Southwest flight was canceled, but I was at my family's house, so it didn't really matter to me.
Cool.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time with my cute nephew, so I was living.
That's nice.
How was Mexico? Did you eat a lot? Mexico must have such good food.
They really do, and it's like dirt cheap. The price, not the quality. So, yeah, there was like this taco stand right around the corner from where I was staying. So literally every morning I would just walk my ass over, get some tacos.
I went to... Okay, remember the time we were talking about what's the difference between Tex-Mex and Mexican food? Mm-hmm. I think I figured it out. So there's this place called Taco Cabana in Texas. Shout out to you. I love Taco Cabana.
Are we just fishing for sponsors right now? Taco Cabana, please.
Taco Cabana, please. And they're like, okay, so I don't know if I ever explained to you what they are. They're basically Taco Bell, but Tex-Mex, but fast food.
That sounds amazing.
And you can get margaritas to go, but they'll give you the little tequila in a small bottle for like legal purposes. So let me tell you, girl. Okay. And then I went to Taco Cabana a lot, and then I was going to the taquerias. And then I was like, I guess you could tell a difference because the taquerias are like Mexican food, and Taco Cabana is like Texas Mexican food. So basically like China... No,
like Panda Express,
but not like Taco Bell. Taco Bell is white. I'm just talking about like it's Mexican, but like
with a little
not as
flair,
spicy. You know what I mean?
A little Texan flair.
Yeah.
Is there ground beef?
No.
Ooh, okay.
Not ground beef.
Okay then. Well, I have to go to Texas and try it sometime.
Oh my God! Please come to Texas with me. I would love it. Anyways, that was my thing in Texas. I was eating so much Mexican food. It was heaven on earth.
Same for me. So much Mexican food. Well, actually, no. I am a liar. You know what I couldn't stop eating in Mexico? Sushi.
Shut the fuck up. I thought you were gonna say Burger King.
No. Sushi. My cousins were like, where do you want to go eat? We'll take you anywhere you want. I want sushi. I told them, they're like, oh, that's great. This restaurant just opened up. It's like authentic Japanese sushi. The owner's Japanese. It's great. I'm like, no, I don't want authentic. I want Mexican sushi.
Hold on. Can you explain that to me? What is Mexican sushi?
First of all, the sushi rolls are like the size of a burrito. Let's start there.
Oh, my God.
Second of all, there's no raw fish really on it. It's all like cooked shrimp, crab. But bitch, they have like carne asada, quote unquote, sushi rolls.
Denise, what is happening in Mexico? Also, pause. You're eating seafood now?
Yes, I told you this. Not
But
on
I
air,
thought you
but-
I thought you recently only started eating.
No, this was when I went to Mexico.
Hold on. So when you went to Mexico, you started eating seafood.
Yeah.
And it all began with sushi.
Yes, I knew I couldn't not. That's what I was going for, the Mexican sushi. You know, I just love the diverseness.
Not your family.
The melding of cultures. No. I mean, they were like a bonus because they took me to the sushi. But yeah, that was the best thing I ate out there.
Well, you live by the ocean, right? So the seafood
Mm-hmm.
must be like bomb.
Yeah, it is.
Did you go to the beach?
No, I didn't. It was cold.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Sad face.
Yeah.
But you're going back to Mexico this summer, right, to live?
Yes, and I will be going to the beach.
See, what I think you're doing right now is you're trying to like test me. You go for 2 weeks, then you go for like 2 months, and then you're like, Jessica, I'll be back in 6 months.
Like, bye, bitch, I'm out. Well, I think we both talked about how at times we've definitely thought about fleeing the U.S., but I'm not gonna lie, like, the U.S., she's a hot mess sometimes, but I miss it when I'm gone, you know?
Oh my God, when I went to Vietnam, I was like, I loved it. It was so much fun, but by the end, I was like, bitch, get me back to the States. I'm about to kiss the
know.
ground.
I know, it's so funny because, you know, with the pandemic and, you know, good old Trump and everything that we've been through, I was ready to book it. I was like, I'm leaving. But then spending like, you know, it was just a few weeks out of the country, I was definitely like, there's no Taco Bell at 2 a.m. Like, I need to go back. No Amazon deliveries. Like,
Oh my God, you guys do have an Amazon factory though in Tijuana.
oh, that's great.
You know the one with like the slums around it?
Yes.
The armed guards?
Oh, and just to be fair, there probably is Amazon, but just where I was,
No Amazon.
I couldn't get any Amazon deliveries, so.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't. So I ate Asian food as well when I was in Texas, but it was called like Lee's Chinese Buffet. And my mom was like, we have to go there. Your brother says it's so good. And I was like, I am not one for Chinese buffets, especially in Texas, because I know what's happening there. There are no Chinese people up in that bitch. The Chinese people, I might have to cut this, but the Chinese people own it. But that place is a fucking full
Mexicans?
of Mexicans.
That's
And
my
I'm
people
sorry.
right there.
I love them. Amen. God bless. God bless Mexicans. Your food is delicious.
Thank you.
All
I'll
my
take your
friends-
blessing.
All my friends are Mexican, but bitch, don't have that Chinese buffet. Say Chinese buffet, and you guys have Vietnamese food in there. They had Vietnamese food, pizza, a steak fucking, I don't know, center, and a fucking ice cream thing. It was
That
so
sounds
dirty.
amazing.
No, that's what you think, right? And then all the food tastes microwavable.
Well, let me tell you, the best pizza I've ever had was at a Chinese buffet.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Well, see, Vegas is different. Like, Texas does not know how to do buffets, except for in strip clubs. Strip clubs in Texas do have buffets. They are pretty good. Regular buffets in Texas fucking suck.
Well, that is one thing I will say, Las Vegas,
Buffets.
5-star buffets.
I haven't gone to one since the pandemic in Vegas. Obviously, I went to one in Texas. It's a shame. I want to go to Caesar's Palace. I've never been to that one.
Have you been to the one at the Wynn?
No.
So good.
Stop. What's it called?
I can't remember, but it's so good and it's so freaking
Is it the
beautiful
Wicked
in there.
Spoon? Is it the Wicked
No,
Spoon?
Wicked Spoon's at Cosmo.
Sorry. Oh my God.
But-
Fucking buffet connoisseur over here. Yeah, no, school me in the buffets.
But anyway, this is getting away from us. So let's
Yeah.
talk about 2022.
How would you rate your 2022 out of 10?
Honestly, I would rate it like a solid 7.5. I'm gonna say.
Oh my God, that's close to mine.
What are you rating yours?
8 out of 10. You know, it was more good than bad. I mean, obviously, I had a rough 2 years. 2020 was hard. 2021 was really hard.
Yes.
But 2022, it was chill. We spent a lot of time together, which was nice.
2022 was cute. It had its good moments, you know, some highs, some lows. I would rate it higher, but as I told you, my soulmate and life companion, my dog, has passed away. Shout out to you, Chessie.
A moment of silence.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to laugh, but I just thought that was cute.
Please go home and hug Pookie for me, but
I will.
that dropped down to the 7.5 for me.
Mentally, how were you 2022? Because I know how you were in 2020.
I think that's why I rated it like decently. Mentally, I don't feel like such a bum mentally anymore, you know? So it got better. It gets better.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Yeah. I would say personally, 2022 was like a fucking cakewalk for me.
Really?
It was a cakewalk. Because like the last 2 years was just so hard.
I feel like as we move forward, I'm sure it'll eventually come back around, but after like 2020 and everything that came from that, I feel like it can only get better. Or at least that's what I want to think.
Knock on wood. Yeah.
What was your happiest moment in 2022? Would you say?
Happiest moment? Denise, you're putting me on the spot. I had a lot of happy moments. I spent a lot of time with my cute nephew, who I love very much. I went to Disney World, which is super cool. I spent a lot of money on stuff I've always wanted. You know, I could just buy it now.
Treat yourself.
Oh, and I found the best pasta place this year I've ever had. Best pasta I've ever had. Also, it's a Greek place, but they sell Italian food. So
I just love the melding of cultures, you know, Mexican sushi, Greek, Italian pasta. Love it. Love
it's
to see
owned by
it.
the Greeks, but they sell Italian food, and it's so good. And it's in Texas. I would tell you guys what it is, but I don't want you to go there.
You don't want anyone to blow up your spot?
No, don't blow up my spot. That place is awesome.
My happiest moment, honestly, I would have to say, I can remember it so vividly. It was at this music festival I went to. I saw Lorde, my new queen. She was dressed in all pink, and I was vibing.
You were vibing?
Yes.
Ooh, I got a new haircut this year, and I like it. I'm going to go to that hair salon forever now. Also, Jessica University. Jessica University, guys, if you don't know, is a university that I made for myself. My mascot is a fighting Shih Tzu. My dog is a Shih Tzu. And I learn a lot of stuff. I do stuff that I'm interested in. I'm reading my own, like, schedule, my own syllabus for myself.
But the thing is, you do actually do stuff. If I try to start a Denise University, it would be like at least 3 hours of procrastination, like on Netflix or.
Oh, my apologies.
Please
my
silence your phones.
I'm so sorry. I do not know. Somebody's calling me from Texas. I do not know this person.
Answer it on air right now.
No. I will say something that came out of 2020 and 2021 that I learned about myself, especially when we had like quarantine and we had nothing to do. I could not be left alone to my own devices.
What do you mean?
I have never in my life wanted to go back to work in person so bad.
Really?
So bad. Because it's like almost like I forgot that I don't really care for other people. And then I was like, am I a people person? And I went back and I went, okay, just making sure. No, I'm not. But also, you know how they always say like, idle hands do the devil's work? That's what I was doing. I was depressed as hell.
That sounds like something my grandma would say to shame me.
Yeah, no, but it's true. Like, I made Jessica University because I need something to do all the time. Because when I sit and think, that's when I want to start, unaliving myself.
Oh my gosh. Disclaimer, please reach out for help if you need
No,
it.
my help was Denise. Denise would take me on walks like I'm a dog when I was depressed.
I just need everyone to know that Jessica is wearing a bright pink fuzzy hoodie with giant bunny ears on it. And I'm just trying to take you seriously as you sit here and talk about unaliving yourself.
Thank you so much. My brother has a matching one that's brown.
Oh my God. Pics, please.
I will. His own looks cuter though.
Why?
I think his own looks really cute. That's why I bought this one.
But does it have a bunny tail on your hood?
No.
I see a bump up there.
Is there?
Oh no, I think you just don't fill out the hood. You need a bigger head.
Well, if I put it all the way down, I look like this.
There you go. Okay.
Anyways,
Moving
okay,
on.
we got to get back on topic.
Okay. So, best and worst of 2022.
Well, I already told you my best. What was your worst?
Probably my dog dying.
Yeah, that is pretty hard. But you got a cat. Did you talk about that? Tell them how your mom gave you a cat.
Oh my God. My mom found a cat in Mexico, a little preemie, like neonatal tiny kitten. And I'm an animal person. I love cats. So she freaking brought it across the border, brought it back, and said, here, you keep it because, what did I tell you? Because she promised a bunch of saints that she was going to keep it if it didn't die because it was like really unhealthy when she found it. The cat lived, and then she brought it back, and then she was like, here, you keep it. You have to keep it because I promised. So now I have a cat. She's 6 months old now. She's literally has an appointment to get spayed next week. And last night, I don't know how, but she got out, and she's in heat.
What?
She got out of the house for like 20 minutes. I couldn't find her. Then she just comes back. And now I don't know if my 6-month-old cat daughter's with kittens, with child.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if
the
cut
drama.
this out, but yes.
Cut this out.
She's going to be 6 months
Hold
and
on,
pregnant.
do you really want me to cut it out?
No, it's whatever.
Okay.
But that was my drama last night. That
Oh my gosh.
my daughter went out and she brought shame upon her family, basically.
Stop. I love your mom and the Saints. It's always the Saints.
Right?
I love that. I would say for me, for moi, I had a little work drama. I almost quit my job. Well, I didn't quit my job. I was just going to quit the school I was working at. I hurt myself a lot while I was skateboarding. Did you think I was going to say I was cutting my wrist?
No.
No, because I heard that beginning of that sentence. I was like, ooh, it sounds like I'm cutting myself.
Show me your wrists right now.
No, they're
This is
fine.
turning into a different kind of podcast.
Sorry. I'm still not the best graphic designer in the world.
Or are you?
I am in my world. Oh, and I didn't take a lot of photos and videos this year.
You did it?
I didn't, and I really wanted to.
There's always 2023. But on a lighter note, it's been 1 year since I think you said more than 1 year.
Like
but
a year and a half.
officially, since we officially finished an episode and posted it, it's been a year.
Snaps for us.
Look at how much we've grown in a year.
I know, basically not at all.
I know.
And also, when you hear this podcast, it'll probably be in the middle of summer, and you'll be like, guys, what the fuck are you doing posting New Year's podcast?
I just thought about that.
But just so you guys know, it's January right now for us. So
It is.
when you're hearing it, it's like way further in the year. Hello, future Jessica. Hello, future Denise.
But let's be honest, we do this for us mostly. I mean, I do it for me, not really
Not
for
me,
other
not
people.
me.
Like, I just like to listen and then laugh at myself and be like, you're so funny, Denise.
Stop.
Yes. And it's totally random, but can we please talk about the only two things I have on my notebook are, do you remember, so Queen Elizabeth II, right?
Yeah.
Died this year.
Number 2.
Do you remember when people were saying she was being reincarnated? Do you remember this?
As Trisha daughter?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Trisha had to post that it wasn't true. Like, thank you for clarifying that for us.
That was pretty funny. Hey, there's a lot of stuff that's been happening in England.
And then the whole Kanye meltdown this year. Can we talk about how
Oh, last year. It's January. Last year.
last year? Yes.
How he disappeared?
He disappeared, he reappeared, he said some crazy shit, and now he's married.
Stop. I didn't know that.
I literally woke up to that today. So
Who's he married to?
He married someone from his Yeezy team. So congrats to them.
I guess congrats.
I bet it's true love.
I don't know. What is true love? I don't even know. Shouldn't you true love yourself, or am I just bitter?
No, you should definitely true love yourself.
Thank you.
What else you got for 2022? Shall we move on?
2022. I just don't know. Oh, I went to Disney World. Disney World was awful. There were people, you know how they always talk. Okay, 2022 everybody was doing revenge vacations because they couldn't do it for like 2 years. So I went when everybody was doing it, and now it kind of just ruined my trip, to be honest. I want to go to Hawaii this year.
I went to Disneyland. That was nice. Too crowded.
That's what I'm
Too
saying.
pricey.
My own was too crowded. I would have paid the money if there was like It was
Yeah.
less people.
But Star Wars Land was really cool. I hadn't seen it, and I went for my birthday. That was fun. And I went to Universal.
Oh,
That was fun. But I think after you've been to Universal in Orlando, like the one in California seems so small.
hold on. Have you been to the one in Florida?
Yeah. But
Bitch.
only one time.
I'm trying to go there. My nephew's, I don't know if I should say it. Well, you don't know his name. I mean, the listeners. I'll tell Denise his name, but he's 2 years old. He just turned 2, so cute. And I'm trying to take him, because my parents are going, so I'm trying to take him to go to Universal and Disney World. But I still think he's too young.
Probably, but it'll be cute for you to see him there.
Oh, I can't wait. Last time I went, I
And
didn't
I
get
think, sorry to cut you off.
Oh, no, go
I was just
ahead.
going to say, I think under 3 you get in for free.
Hello, that's why he's going. I'm trying to get litty lit when I go. Because my parents will watch him, so don't worry. I'm not going to watch this baby intoxicated.
I'm not going to lie, I got litty lit at Disneyland. And
Isn't it more fun? Isn't it more fun?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, I hadn't seen the Star Wars area. Like, the last time I went, they were still working on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was pretty lit. And then walking through the Star Wars area, I legit felt like I was on another planet. It was the best.
Okay, listen to this. Because I have thoughts on this. I've gone to Disneyland, not to sound like a privileged bitch, but we live right next to it. Well, 4 hours away, right? Anaheim. I've been there a couple times, especially when I was a kid. Last time I went to Disneyland, I drank a whiskey, and I got litty, and I go, I've never liked Disneyland so much. Because I think when there's crowds, I have anxiety with crowds. Like, and when my anxiety is not nervousness, my anxiety involves anger, annoyance. I start getting annoyed. But when I was litty, I was like, hey, I don't really care that these people are here. I'm having a great time. Look at these lights.
Well, I'm a mean drunk. So
I'm a mean drunk. Hold on. I've seen you drunk. I've never seen you be mean.
I feel like I'm the worst version of myself when I drink.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe, because we did chain smoke a couple times when you were
Exactly.
drunk.
Like, I'm just like...
I think you were yelling at Loft to get us the cigarettes out of his car.
Exactly. Like, I don't even smoke. Like, why was I doing that? Yeah.
And then we were smoking on the balcony.
No, I mean, if you need to cut this, for work purposes, but next time you have to do a gummy and just walk around Disneyland. And
A gummy?
a gummy, yes.
I don't know. You don't get anxious?
No? Oh, you get paranoid?
Well, I don't usually get paranoid. I just feel like
I get giggly, so for me it works.
we need a sober person. Because I will go with you, but we need one sober person to I need somebody to usher me places. I also want to stand somewhere and just stare at the Coco pictures,
Yeah.
the exhibit, and I'm just going to be there for fucking 4 hours staring at them.
The Plaza de la Familia, where they have the Coco area in California Adventures, it's so beautiful.
It is so beautiful.
I went during the time where they have the Day of the Dead stuff.
Yeah.
So it was extra pretty. It was nice.
It is.
Yes.
I think I would have fun if I was, a little
Which
high.
is such a 360? No, 180. Because I remember, now it's legal and everything, but I remember did you do grad night?
We weren't allowed to do it because either the class before 2 years before me or the one right before me, they fucked it up for us. We were not allowed to go to grad night at all.
Oh man, when I went to my grad night, I got stuck in one of those well, not stuck, but the Mickey Ferris wheel,
Oh, the big one, yeah.
and it's little cages, right?
Yeah.
So, for anyone that doesn't know what grad night is, it's a few nights every year where senior classes from high school go to Disneyland at night. So you're there
And it's only
12 a.m. to 6 a.m. basically.
Yeah, it's only the kids that go, right?
Yeah, it's only it's more than one school. It's
Yeah,
not just your school,
It's
but
a bunch of schools.
yeah, but it's all just seniors. Anyway, so me and my friend go on this Mickey Ferris wheel. And I still remember these two guys, one of them was named Sam, get in it with us. And they were those kids in high school were you've been in high school together all 4 years, but you're not necessarily friends, but you know each other.
You're familiar with each other.
Yeah, so they hop in and we're just, giggling, haha, so fun. They start smoking weed. inside of the little cage.
Disney's-
Like when we were at the top, right?
Disney has police, okay?
I know. I was told I was going to get thrown in Disney jail if we got caught.
Who told you that, them?
My teachers, I don't know if it was true or not, but they're like, oh, if you misbehave, you're going to Disney jail.
Pretty sure they have holding cells.
I'm like, I don't want to go to Disney jail. But I just remember being in a panic that this boy was smoking weed in the same like little carriage as me. And I was having like a full panic attack. Like, stop, we're going to go to Disneyland jail.
Oh, you were killing their high. You were really killing that high.
Yes. Cut to now. Bitch, you should have seen me on that same little Ferris wheel.
Time changes everything.
I know. It's
Tell me what-
perspective.
Yeah, my older brother, I won't say which one. He he smokes weed he's one of those people that smokes weed, has been smoking weed since he was like 13 and has just never stopped, like all the time. But then he was telling us, he lives in Texas, and he was telling me, oh, let's go to Disney, and then they have smoking sections. And I go, girl, last time you went to Disney, they had smoking sections. There are no fucking smoking sections anymore. What are you talking about? You're gonna have to start taking edibles. And he goes, no, there's smoking sections. And I go, nope, I bet you there aren't. And we looked it up. No. Do you remember when you were a kid, how they had like a ton of them? Even in Universal?
Yeah.
They just took them all away. They were like, if you're smoking, don't come to this park.
Well, I'm not a smoker, so I'm okay with that.
I know. I would be okay with edibles. Every time I smoke a blunt, I do cough a lot, and that really bothers me.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Okay, so what do you want for 2023 since it's a new you? Sorry, cut this. It's a new year.
More Liddy trips to Disneyland?
Oh my gosh.
No, but seriously, what do we want for 2023? I keep telling myself that 2023 is my year. Okay, everything's gonna go great, right? The universe loves me. Honestly, I just want to get really healthy. I feel like with the pandemic and like the few years after, like, girl, I was just surviving. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was hanging on by a thread. Not to scare you, but I'm good now. But yeah, it was rough. So I feel like I'm finally in the headspace to like work on myself, Yeah. Not just survive. So
Girl, I was with you in 2020.
I know.
We saw each other more in the pandemic than we had like the year before.
Totally. But that's what I mean. You're saying that I used to take you on dog walks for your mental health. Meanwhile, I was hanging on by a thread myself. But I didn't want to tell you that.
Maybe because, oh my God, now I feel like a selfish friend because I'm like, I was here, I was complaining the whole time.
You're not a selfish friend. The walks were as beneficial for me as for you.
I was like crying the whole time. But yeah. I'm happy that you're in a better place. And anything I can do to help you make it be the year of Denise, let me know.
Thank you. I don't even know where I'm gonna start, but that's where we're headed. Just health and wellness for 2023. What about you?
2023. I need to really get my act together because, like, I'm going to turn 30 this year.
Ew, gross.
Stop. Well, how old are you?
I'm 34.
Oh, my God.
Years
see?
young.
And I love that for you. Mm-hmm. And I feel really bad now because when Denise was turning 30, I would send her grandma emojis like a little asshole.
Yes, you would. You're going to get them right back now. Don't worry. Have you had your first gray hair yet?
Never.
It's coming.
Don't do that. Don't do that. First of all, I am a Chamorro woman, so my grandmother does not have gray hair. She dyes it. No, she dyes it. My other grandmother just passed away. Rest in peace. Never saw white hair on her because that lady dyed it as well.
And you will continue the tradition.
Hell yeah.
Same here.
But besides that, I really think, I feel like my 30s is going to be because I was a mess in my 20s, especially my early 20s. My later 20s, I got it together. But I need to, like, tighten up my goals and ambitions because the years are just flying by.
They really are.
Are you having fun?
With the years flying by?
Just in general.
I don't know. I feel like I realized I can't think about it too much because I kind of spiral.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, I feel like I was 15 yesterday.
Oh, I definitely do not feel like I was 15 yesterday.
I do. Or maybe 25. I don't know. But if I think too much about how time goes by so friggin' fast, it definitely, like, freaks me out. You know, let's just stay in the present.
Stay in the present. That's beautiful. Do you have any themes for 2023? Just year of health?
Yes. Health and wellness. Everything. I'm going to get fit. I'm going to do a pull-up. I've never done a pull-up in my life. I'm going to have glowy, clear, beautiful skin from all...
Dog, I would trade. You know what? When I was 15, this is what's crazy, everybody, because I know you've never seen my face. When I was 15, I had clear fucking skin. I am about to turn 30. I don't know what's fucking happening with me.
I swear to God, you go through, like, a second, like, puberty at 30. Because the same thing happened to me. Like, I started breaking out horribly, and we're just barely getting it under control now. I don't know what happens, but...
Strangely enough, my own too. Like, I have dark spots. They're starting to go away. And they were really bad.
So I don't know what happens when you turn 30, but...
So what are you manifesting? Well, let's start with this. What is manifestation? Oh, fuck. I'm going to have to cut that. Hold on. Let me ask again. So what is manifestation?
Okay. So 2023 is going to be our year of manifesting, right?
Hell yeah.
First of all, had you heard about manifesting before
The Secret? Oh, before what?
Did you read The Secret?
No, we had to watch it in high school.
Really? For what?
For health. I think my teachers, I don't know. You know what? Never mind. I don't want to say where I went to high school. Okay. Let's talk about what exactly manifestation is. So manifesting is the practice of thinking aspirational thoughts with the purpose of making them real. An interesting quote from Oprah about manifesting is, having a vision creates a path for the future. It focuses on you and allows for clarity moving forward. Manifesting is making everything you want to feel and experience a reality via your thoughts, actions, beliefs, and emotions. What do you think?
I think, well, let me start by saying I think I've heard of manifestation, like, you know, passively through the years, but I never really dove into it until this past year, 2022. I was going down a Reddit rabbit hole, and I don't know how, but I ended up on this subreddit for Neville Goddard.
Who is that?
So he's basically known as, like, the creator of the law of assumption, which is basically that what we assume to be true, we call into our reality. So his teachings say that, like, anything you imagine comes true, right? So kind of like manifestation. I guess it's like a subset of manifestation. But that's where I first started hearing about it. You know those Reddit rabbit holes. But, you know, there's all these people just like, oh, you know, I wanted a freaking new house and I didn't do anything. It just came to me.
Shut the
so
fuck
I'm
up.
like, that sounds great. I want a new house.
May I ask you, do you believe in it, like wholeheartedly?
Do I believe in it wholeheartedly?
Are you in it 100?
I feel like I'm a skeptic, as always.
We always are, both
Always.
of us. Well, I don't know what happened in either of our lives that we're always suspicious of everything and anything.
So I'm a skeptic, but because I've also heard it explained as, like, you know, quantum physics. Everything's energy.
Girl, stop. I did not even go to calculus. What the fuck?
I did go to calculus, but I failed it. So we're here now.
And now you're talking about quantum physics.
Okay, so don't make me explain quantum physics because I couldn't. But all I know is that basically everything is energy, right? You're energy, I'm energy, the table is energy, like the room, everything, right? So if we go through that, there's this book that I want to read. I haven't read it. It's called The Source, and it's by this neuroscientist.
Yeah.
And she, like, explains manifestation in, like, I guess, as scientific a way as you can. So I'll get back to you after I finish reading that.
Thank you.
But
Denise is my Audible, and I get it for free.
But basically, I want it to be true. I do. What about you?
So what do you say? You say like you're 50% in, 50-50?
No, I say I'm like 60% in, and I'm ready.
Bitch, that's 10% more than what I said.
Bitch, do you want to get an F on an exam or do you want to get a D?
I'm like 55% in, Jessica, not 50.
68.3 to be exact. But anyway, I'm ready to test it, I think.
Girl,
is
you
where I'm
already
at.
Okay, let me just tell you. Denise had told me last weekend.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
we were talking about manifesting. She was like, I was manifesting. We won't say what you were manifesting.
I
But
don't
she
even
was
remember.
she was manifesting some stuff, and she goes, Jessica, it came true. And I was like, you fucking cunt. Am I just asking for things that are too big? But hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. So, do I believe in manifestation? So I think manifestation is the same thing. You're focusing on something so much that any little thing that comes in your life, you're like, oh, that's like a sign for something else, which is not a bad thing. I think it's great. You know, you're putting all your focus into certain things. So eventually I believe you could have it if you worked hard enough or smart enough or strategized, so on, so forth. So in my end, I'm like 70% in. Do I think if I think really hard, pigs are just going to magically grow wings and fly? No.
Very good. Very well said, Jessica.
Very good, very good, very good. You're very
But at
British.
the same time, like you're saying, oh, our pig's going to magically grow wings. But,
I know what you're going to say.
okay, what am I
know
going
what
to
you're gonna
say?
You're gonna say somebody in a lab is gonna get these pigs, mutate their fucking genetics, and they're gonna fly, bitch. I know that's what you're gonna
I
tell me.
mean, that's probably, it's being worked on. But
Oh
what
my
I
God.
was going to say
Yeah.
is that I think it's hard for us as humans to, when you think of the concept of something coming from nothing, like, it's like, no, it can't happen. But, bitch, when you put a seed in the ground, like, you get a strawberry, a fucking squash, like, that wasn't there before.
I think you're right in the way that like maybe just specifically us. It's just so hard for us to imagine just things coming easy. Maybe because we come from parents that are like. My
Immigrants.
Well, my family, I don't want to take it that far because my family is not immigrants, even though they have the same mentality. So it's like you've seen people work hard all your life and nothing, you know what I mean? My parents always told me, you're not going to do anything, then you're not going to get any results. So I can't even imagine not having to work to get something. You know what I mean?
But then on the other hand, anytime something happens, my family's always like, just take it to Jesus. He will
God.
provide, And that's kind of like something coming out of nothing. But anyway,
The magical magician in the sky.
Exactly.
What if we just this is how we start getting stuff we want.
Oh my gosh. Well, this dude, Neville Goddard, that I told you about.
Our dog.
Yes. He is such an interesting person. First of all, he was a Broadway actor before he was the father of the law of assumption.
I'm sorry, is this Scientology?
No, it's not. But basically what I was getting at is that he studied the Bible, and how he came up with like his teachings is that he interpreted the Bible as basically he says that we are God, right?
Yeah.
That the Bible's not talking about like a God in the sky, like an all powerful, that the Bible's talking about like each one of us are God, and just how the Bible says that God created everything, that we can create everything.
I need to look this man up. That's a very interesting perspective.
Right? That's what got me hooked. Like, a different interpretation on the Bible. Let me just read you real quick what this says. Goddard viewed the Bible as a parable of the human psyche as opposed to a record of historical events, and it has to be interpreted as a guidebook to enlightenment and personal power. What do you think?
I'm into it. That's such a interesting way to take the Bible. Not that I've ever read it.
So in that sense, I don't know. I just think it's an interesting take.
It is an interesting take. I want to read that book too now.
And his whole thing is so the way he talks about manifestation is that you have to live in the end. Living in the end. That's what he keeps saying.
Oh, so the end result.
Exactly. So let's say...
Are we talking about the end of our lives or the end of what we want?
The end result, yes. So, like, you got to live in the end. Like, if you want to be a millionaire, you have to have the mindset that you're already a millionaire, you know?
Oh,
If
is this
you-
fake it till you make it?
Pretty much, actually.
Oh my god,
there
that
you
he was
go.
before his time.
I can fake it till I make it. I think I can do that. It's called being delusional and
Listen, I wore this jacket here in these fucking platform Crocs. A year ago, I would never have done this.
Jessica, you are a nearly 30-year-old lady
In a fucking rabbit hoodie.
wearing platform Crocs at the library.
I have gone off the deep end and I love it.
You're an inspiration.
Stop.
I love it.
Okay, since we talked about manifestation, what do you want to manifest for? Oh, actually, let's talk about your past manifestation. Has anything that you tried worked?
So when I say like I'm ready to try it, it's because I've never like wholeheartedly been like, I'm gonna manifest, I'm gonna work on it. You know?
Have you ever unconsciously done it? Like, daydreams?
I think so. Like, so where I'm at is like, is it a coincidence or is it a manifestation? Like, something that happens to me a lot is I will talk about something. Like, for example, one time I was telling someone, oh, I really want this t-shirt that it's a Britney Spears t-shirt, but it looks like a metal shirt. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I probably have.
So, and I think they have some that are like Celine Dion, Taylor Swift, but all these pop girlies, but it's like in a like death metal kind of
Font?
graphic. Yeah. So I was in the car saying that I wanted that, and then when we were going to some like beer festival or something. When we got there, I kid you not, I saw 4 of those shirts. And I'm just like, coincidence? Probably.
How about this? How about we try this year? Anytime we don't say it, there are no coincidences.
Okay.
We agree that if you're manifesting it, you're thinking about it, it's not a coincidence.
And like, I've read before that anytime you have a coincidence, quote unquote, you should write it down. Mm-hmm. And that after a while, you'll start to see that it's not coincidence.
Do you remember when we tried to do a dream episode once and I started writing down all my dreams and I was like, what's going on with me? Because I would dream a lot about like the same things. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't going to sleep thinking about it, so.
I know. I think that's the weirdest kind of dreams when you're not like, it has nothing to do with your day or, but anyway, so I don't know, that's where I'm like.
So you have manifested.
I don't know, but stuff like that happens to me a lot. But again, is it manifestation or is it that I talked about it, so it's in my subconscious and then my brain points it out to me wherever I go? Like when I was in Mexico, I was telling someone, I've always wanted to have a bug, like a beetle, like the old school beetle cars. You know what I'm talking about? Like a Volkswagen?
Yeah.
But I think they're all stick shift, and I don't know how to drive that. But anyway.
I could teach you that.
You know how to drive stick shift?
Yeah, my brothers taught me.
Okay.
My brothers only have stick shift cars.
I tried to learn, and I couldn't get the hang of it.
It's so fucking awful.
But I think the old Volkswagens are so cute. I've always wanted one. So it was actually when I was in Mexico. So then I kept seeing, when I was there, I kept seeing white, old Volkswagens everywhere I went.
Hold on, is it like the movie, is it Herbie?
Do I want a Herbie? Or did I see a Herbie?
Like, that's a Volkswagen, right?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
I do.
That's what I thought, like the movie with Lindsay Lohan. I know there's an older movie, but I can't remember the actresses.
Oh, yeah, like from the 70s or something, right? Like
Yeah.
way back. But anyway, like stuff like that happens to me a lot where I think of something or talk about something and then I see it everywhere. So, like, my logical scientific brain tells me, like, it's in your subconscious, your brain's pointing it out. But my witchy, like, delusional side is like, bitch, you're powerful, you're manifesting. You can do anything.
Okay. I don't think I've ever. So you're doing like little things. You're manifesting little things. And I don't think I've ever really done that because Denise was telling me this last weekend and I was like, whoa, Denise is getting cool shit. But I will say I do daydream a lot because I get bored doing work and like I think of like designs to make when I get home. I have manifested something big.
What? Tell me.
Oh, I don't want. It's a person back into my life out of thin fucking air. Denise is gonna. She knows what I'm gonna say, but out of nowhere, no communication for years. I manifested this person.
I know. I remember that. You're right. You must have put so much brain power into that. That the universe was just like, enough, here you go.
I was thinking about it a lot. I wonder if it'll happen again. I hope not.
Well, actually, I have a manifestation game for you. It's
Really? You have a game?
it's really simple.
Okay.
But when I was reading about it, I came across this. It's basically you just pick 3 things, right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna ask the universe to send you these things as a sign, right? So level 1 is like you pick some pretty simple things like a black cat, a clown with a red wig, or I don't know, you know? And then the next level, like if let's say you find those things, the next level is like you're gonna pick a black cat without a tail, or like a clown juggling oranges, you know? You get more
So
specific.
signs.
Yes.
So what are the signs indicating?
That the universe is listening, I guess, allegedly.
So basically your game is like you pick more absurd things.
Yeah, so basically, and basically it's like a game because you make it harder and harder and harder.
So is it like a sign from the universe? Is it a sign
Yeah.
that the thing that you really want is coming, or it's just a sign that somebody's listening?
It's kind of like if you're a baby witch, you know? You gotta, like, do you remember the movie Matilda?
Oh yes. Oh my gosh, I love that movie. I refuse to watch the new one.
Well, I actually, no, I'm not gonna get sidetracked. Okay, Matilda, you know, she has, what are they called? Like telekinetic powers or
Yeah.
telekinesis or something like that. She can move stuff with her brain. But at first, she starts moving little things. Like she starts moving Cheerios and little things like that. And then as her powers get stronger, you know, that bitch is fucking making pancakes while she's sitting on the couch. She's stealing dolls out of other people's houses. So essentially, it's like the same kind of logic.
So
that
it's like building
you
your
start
muscles.
small and then you build up your manifestation muscles, I guess. So like let's say for my manifestation game, if I would have said I want to see a pink bunny and then I walk in here and you're wearing this hoodie, it would have been like, oh shit, you know?
Damn. I wonder if you can exhaust yourself. You know what I mean? Like exhaust your
Like you have a limit.
So like I manifested a big thing 2 years ago, but you're manifesting tiny things, no big things.
I don't know. Only one way to find out. We gotta try it, right?
Damn. So okay, did we even say what we're manifesting? We're both manifesting 5 things for 2023. What are your 5 things?
Well, I have 4
You 4? We'll make a 5th one, bitch.
because I ran out of space and I didn't want to start a new page. But tell me yours first.
Okay. My manifestations for 2023, and I will talk about this. We'll talk about this at the end, the like ways we're trying to manifest because there are different tactics. Number 1, date a nice girl. Don't know if you guys remember or you know or you care, but I'm a huge fag. Number 2, I want a large-scale graphic design project that pays $50,000. That's a biggie. I'll take that over the girl.
Okay.
Okay, number 3, new personal style. I think that's already happening. I'm dressed as a bunny, and it's only Friday. Number 4, an interesting guest for our podcast. Number 5, I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to weigh 130.
Okay. That was 5?
Yep.
Okay. So last time we met, you specifically told me, Denise, be specific.
Oh, yeah, I have the specifics in here. So I wrote, like, for example, date a nice girl. I put, you know, I want her to be honest, kind, sweet, thoughtful. And then I was like, how specific should I be? So I was like 5'7".
Is there 5'7"?
I
That
don't
is very
know.
specific.
Yeah.
What sign should they be? Do you have any preference?
Is it? I don't know. I liked a Pisces before. That was nice. But I don't really put a lot of
Yeah.
faith into signs because me and Denise were talking about this last weekend too. She knows a lot of Cancers. None of us are alike.
Well, first of all, I read that Cancers are like the #1 murderers in the U.S.
Okay, I'm
like
not gonna.
most serial killers are Cancers. That's
no,
it.
No comment. No comment on that. Do I have an anger problem? A little bit, but it's under control now, guys.
Okay. So literally the only thing you told me was be specific, and I did the complete opposite.
Stop! You didn't write. Look at this list, bitch. I wrote down a list.
I feel like I have to work on it more. But
Okay.
also these are very personal manifestations. That's hard for me, okay?
Why?
I don't know, because I have to like open up my little hermit shell and come out, you know?
I put date a nice girl. I don't know.
What?
Maybe because, like, inside, I'm like, I don't know if that's going to happen.
But you can't have doubts or it doesn't happen. You're
Okay,
sabotaging
you're right,
yourself
you're right.
right now. You kind of live in the end feeling, remember?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, well, I think like my main manifestation is just that I want to get like fitter and healthier, which I guess would be like lose weight too, lose my pandemic weight.
Yeah.
But I don't have like a specific number because I read this story, cautionary tale, of someone, again, through my late night Reddit rabbit holes, somebody was talking about how they were manifesting losing like 50 pounds or something. I won't make it a long story.
Did they get sick?
No, they lost a fucking leg.
Shut the fuck up.
So now I'm scared, like, and that's why they do say that you need to be specific.
You know how they always talk, sorry to interrupt, but
Go ahead.
you know they always talk about like genie wishes and how genies will trick you? That's the way I think of it. Because in my own lose 30 pounds, I was like, go to the gym, do all your workouts, eat clean, drink water. That's what I put in my specifics.
Well, I think we have a similar goal with that one. That's what
Okay.
I mean too. The universe, please do not
Take a
take a
leg.
body part, okay? The second one I have is I want a second source of income.
So this podcast,
Maybe.
I hope so.
Yes.
I need an electric car, girl.
More specifically, I want to sell, and actually it does kind of go with this. I want to sell something that I've made, whether it's monetizing this or like selling, like I'm into ceramics.
Now you are?
Yeah.
When did you get into that?
I used to be really into them as a teen,
Mm-hmm.
but I never picked it back up till recently. So, but it's just like for fun, you know? So I have a couple options. But basically, I want to monetize something that I create.
That's
You know?
beautiful. Also, I gotta say, me and Denise are exact opposites because Denise is just doing stuff for fun. I'm monetizing everything. Like our friendship, Denise is like basically my only friend. I'm trying to monetize this friendship.
Just give me 10%. We're good. And then my next one is that, which could go hand in hand with this, but I wrote, I want to find or build an online community. So as you know, I quit social media years ago.
Girl, so did I. I think we
Okay.
did it no, you did it before me.
Yeah, so it's been a while.
And then I joined you.
At the time, I felt like it was best for my mental health. But now that I'm in a better place, I feel like sometimes I miss it, you know?
Yeah.
But like I hate Instagram.
Which is so crazy because back in the day, you were really popular on Instagram.
Thank you. Yes, I was. But I really feel like Instagram is like 2 steps away from being Facebook. You know when Facebook took that turn, that
Lame.
dive, when like your great aunts got on Facebook? I feel like that's where Instagram's at. Anytime I read through the comments on any, because I basically, okay, so Jessica made me make an Instagram. Not made me, but you know. She's like, you should have an Instagram. So I made one. But
I
like,
just love Denise, you know? I just want to know what this bitch is doing.
but I literally, for the past few years, I have only used my Instagram to follow Britney Spears.
Oh, God. Let's not even get started on that.
I know, that's like a whole other episode. But basically, I don't know, I feel like all the comments are so fucking toxic on Instagram.
Can we talk about the filters?
And the filters.
The filters are batshit crazy.
Yes. So, bitch, let me tell you. So I went to Adele, when was it? In November.
Yeah.
I went to Adele, and she has this part of her show where she goes through the audience, and she's just like singing and chatting, and people always try to take pictures with her, and she does. This lady, you know, when Adele starts talking to her, the lady's like, can we take a picture? Adele's like, sure. So I don't know what filter she put on it, but Adele fucking called her out I would have been so embarrassed. And Adele's like, babe, what's that filter? I don't look like that. We don't look like that in real life. Take that filter off. Anyway, segue.
I think I saw that on the internet.
You did? I was there.
I bet. There was a white lady, right?
Yeah.
There you go. I saw that shit on the internet.
I was talking to you about Be Real.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The new app the kids are into, the fellow youths. But I don't know. But that's one of my manifestation goals, to build an online community.
May I give you a tip on that?
Yes.
So before, well, this is basically between like, this is involving emails and texts and stuff. I would really overthink the text I would send. So I would like dwell on it, especially when it comes to work. But now I do this thing where I write it, I check the grammar, and instead of like sitting there thinking about it for a couple minutes and reading it another 10 times, I just go, send it, and I just send it.
I know, it's like 1, 2, 3, send.
Yep.
Or I'm going to sit there and like rewrite it a million times.
I go, fuck it. And then I go, what's the worst that could happen?
Exactly.
So you have some pretty good ones. Do you have any more?
My last one is no biggie. It's just finding my life's purpose.
Shut the fuck up, Denise. What the fuck is going on over there? I put small things compared to that.
No, you didn't. You put a lot of good things.
Well, I know my life's purpose, so
What's your life's purpose?
I'm gonna be the best graphic designer in the goddamn world.
Wow. See, I need that assurance of my life's purpose. So we'll see. We'll see what 2023 gives me. Us.
I think you could get some good stuff. I mean, because you're so caring and
Aw.
kind, I think it would involve like charity work, dogs, animal organizations. You could do shit like that.
I think that is like
The path you're going towards?
yes, but I feel like the line between like kitten rescue and crazy cat lady is very, very thin. It's a thin path, you know, so
Let's work it up.
yes. But how are we going to make this happen?
So, manifestation, if you don't know, it's not just daydreaming stuff, even though in the past that was my tool of choice, still kind of is. There's different ways you can manifest things. Can you give us some examples, or do you want me to go first?
Well,
Yeah, you can say tips or tools. Tips or tools.
okay, so some techniques that are out there. I guess the most basic one, in my opinion, is just using your imagination. Visualization, I guess, would be the name for it. You just visualize yourself in the end. Like, if you're visualizing getting pregnant, you see yourself pregnant with
How
a
does
baby.
it feel?
Exactly.
How does the baby smell?
Exactly. So that's another technique, the 5 senses technique. You go through every sense for the situation that you want to manifest, and like, how would it smell? How would it taste? There's a pillow technique where you write down your manifestations, you stick it in your pillow, and you read it every night before bed.
I have something similar to that.
What is it?
Well, so what I do, because, okay, I'm going to be very transparent. We tried to do this episode in like, I don't know what, November, December.
Yeah.
So we've been like, I've been working on this manifestation. Like, I've had my goals since then. So I've been practicing some of these tools. But one thing I do like every other night is I do affirmations. So I'll be like, you do deserve love. I'll do like 20 of them, stuff like that. And I have it all written down. And I used to do them when I was depressed and I felt like garbage about myself. What you do is you look yourself in the mirror, and I have like this paper, and I say each line while looking myself in the eye.
That's
Which
scary.
is kind of intimidating, right?
Yes. But that brings us to another point, which is like, from what I've read, there's like things that can block you from manifesting, which is like a lot of mental blocks, limiting beliefs, I believe is what they call it. But it's stuff like that. Like if you doubt yourself, if you're, trying to manifest, but you're being really negative, it's going to like stop you from manifesting.
I mean, I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be like a hardcore realist. I want to believe in like true love, but it's so hard.
Well, you better start working on it because you can't cheat the universe. It knows. So if you're over here like manifesting your true love, but somewhere on the inside you're like,
That's why I do the affirmations.
I'm trash and I don't deserve love, then it's not going to come.
Yeah, or if I'm like, oh, I've been hurt before, I don't want to be hurt again. But basically, you're trying to tell me that the universe is Santa Claus.
What?
You just said it knows what you're doing.
It knows when you're sleeping. It knows when you're awake.
Oh my God, and the universe gives presents like Santa.
Oh my God, Jessica.
Universe Santa. Conspiracy?
Write it down. Let's start it.
Okay, I got a couple too. Okay, I would say here's a little tip. Don't expect manifestations to happen overnight. Like when I said earlier that I had a big one happen, that shit took like 3-4 years. And I never thought it was gonna, well, yeah, I never thought it was gonna happen, but I did think about it a lot like it was real. You know, just casually, no biggie. Also, what we were talking about earlier, make your intentions as specific as possible. The more clear and concise, the better, so you don't end up missing a leg.
Exactly.
Once you know what you want to manifest, you need to detail to the universe exactly what you want. So you can use tools like prayer, which I know we're not a fan of, meditation, which is just daydreaming, visualization, speaking your intentions out loud. Oh, a vision board. I have so many vision boards. What, do you?
I'm literally going to make one when I go home.
Really? So that's what I use my Pinterest boards for. I'll pick a lot of stuff and I'll tighten it up. And I'll put it on specific
Actually,
board.
I do have a Pinterest vision board.
Do you? I need to see this thing. But I tighten it up. I print the ones that I really, really want, and then I'll put it on by the mirror where I do my affirmations. So I like to look at it every time I do affirmations. And on that board, I want everybody to know I have a grill. I'm going to get that grill one day. And then I'm going to play the
love that
Paul
for you.
Wall song, the Paul Wall and Nelly song.
What?
Remember the one about grills?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Ooh, okay. And then there's also, let me just jump right back into it. Have you ever heard of a future box?
No, what's a future box?
So a future box is a box full of pictures or items you want to manifest. There's also, oh, you know about this one. You're the one that basically taught me about this, the 369 method, which is very popular on TikTok, where Denise, her chosen social media. Basically, you write down what you want to manifest 3 times in the morning, 6 times at night for, 33 or 45 days straight. Amen, God bless. That's what I wrote on there, by the way.
So it's 3 in the morning, 6, and then 9?
Yeah.
Okay. I also read of another one called the 5 by 55. So you write your manifestation or your intention 55 times in a day for 5 days.
What?
That's a lot, but yes. That's out there. See, like, I totally get how, like, that puts it in your brain and then it goes from there. But I'm so terrified of someone finding my journal and I just look like a psychotic bitch writing the same thing over and over 55 times.
Can I tell you, I thought the exact same thing, so I write it in different places.
What do you mean? Like in different notebooks?
No, because, okay, so I hate that I do this, but I hate that we use so much paper at school. So anytime my kids are done, my kids are very little, the kids I watch. Not to like put myself too out there, but the kids I watch are very little. So sometimes they'll be done with their paper and I'll let them color on the back or whatever. Or sometimes I'll keep it and I'll just write it on there and then I'll throw it away. Because we throw away so much paper.
We love an green queen.
Yeah, I think Denise has seen me use the back of the kids' papers before.
Oh yeah, you've brought it like
to meetings.
Yes. Okay. So what's your technique of choice? Is it a mix of a few, or what are you gonna?
Obviously, I have a lot of vision boards, but I don't make vision boards every day. I make them usually once a year. I'm probably gonna make one for this year. So I made one for 2020, 2022. I'll make one for 2023. Sometimes I do check off some of those things. And I like vision boards a lot. I like affirmations because sometimes I can't look myself in the eye.
Just like Taylor Swift. So what technique will you be using?
Well, the ones I've been using is affirmation. I do the 369 method every day, and I do affirmation. I switch every other day to affirmation and meditation. And then I just told you I look at the mirror where my vision boards are. So I'm using all these things. I'm like, come on, bitch. I'm trying to win the lottery.
You're the whole shebang.
Well, my fear is like sometimes I think, well, sometimes I have bad thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And so I try to like snap
intrusive
myself.
thoughts?
Yeah, intrusive thoughts. So I try to snap myself out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But my fear is one of those things will come true.
Like one of your bad thoughts?
Oh my God, they're turning off the lights in the library. What time do these people
We
close?
still got 15. We're good. We're
Yeah.
good to wrap it up. But no, I get what you're saying. I have the same thing. But that's why intention and like repetitiveness counts allegedly. Because if everything that crossed your mind came true, like that'd be a shit show.
That'd be fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's why, like setting your intent and like setting your intentions and like repeating it over and over and over, I guess is what's going to get you those outcomes versus the random intrusive thoughts you have.
Oh, the random. Well, yeah. I like that. I like that thought.
So,
What is everybody's in the comments if there's anybody out there? What are your manifestations for 2023 when this comes out in fucking July?
Mom, what are you manifesting?
Did anything come true? We'll get back to you guys on this in the description. We'll let you know.
And I will be playing this manifestation game. The first thing I'm going to write down, and I'll tell you next time, are pink bunnies. Thanks to you.
Denise, I'm just gonna wear this fucking hoodie again.
No, but this is for like while I don't see you, Pink bunnies.
Okay, number 1. I'm gonna put.
And you can't put like an Elvis impersonator because, we live in Las Vegas, so that would be really easy.
Someone dressed. Should I get specific?
Sure.
Someone dressed in a red kimono. Okay, does this count if I see it on TV?
I'll let you decide.
Mm.
You gotta take a picture and send me though. I'm gonna put white man.
Oh, easy. I just saw one.
No, in blue board shorts because it's January now. You got anything else? My last one's gonna be, what's something we don't see often here?
A tiger.
A tiger? Okay.
Like a real life tiger? A tiger in a picture? A tiger on a t-shirt? A tiger on TV?
Well, I don't agree with animals being in captivity, so I don't want to see a tiger. That would make me sad.
I remember this one time when I was at Kohl's folding, there was a guy that had a pet monkey on a leash. Isn't that batshit crazy?
That is batshit crazy.
That is batshit crazy. Only
Okay, and the last thing I'm going to say is
it snows in Vegas.
an albino snake. That sounds like a dirty joke, but
Did I ever tell you when I was a kid I had albino bunnies?
no.
I cried because I wanted bunny rabbits, and so my dad got me one. It was albino.
Did they die, you said?
No, I gave it to my cousins when I moved to the States.
Hi.
Okay, thank you. Anyways, that's it. Thanks so much for listening. We're getting kicked out of the library. Look at us, queens.
So let's go manifest all of this.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.